She kicked me out at 18 with nothing. 10 years later, she's on her deathbed, begging for money and forgiveness. My answer? Rot. Honey, grab your drink and sit the hell down, because the level of audacity I am about to expose is going to make your blood pressure spike. We are talking about parents, if you can even call them that, who have ice water in their veins. I'm talking about people who throw their own flesh and blood to the wolves, and then the second karma comes knocking at their door. They want to play the family is everything card. No, ma'am, not today. So let me take you back to the exact moment my life imploded. I was 18 years old. I was a kid. I had just finished high school, top of my class, ready to take on the world. I grew up in what you would call a privileged home. My parents were loaded. I'm talking millionaires, private clubs, luxury cars, the whole 9 yards. My entire life they dangled this carrot in front of me. The college fund. It was the golden ticket. I didn't worry about student loans because I was told explicitly that my education was paid for. Then came my 18th birthday. I walked into the living room expecting maybe a cake, maybe a nice dinner. Instead, I found my mother and the man I had called Dad my entire life sitting on the white leather sofas, looking like they were about to fire an employee. They didn't even stutter. They looked me dead in the eye and dropped a nuclear bomb on my existence. They told me that Dad wasn't my biological father. They told me I was the result of Mom's affair nearly 2 decades ago, and because of that, I was out. We aren't paying for college, my dad said, checking his watch like I was wasting his time. And you can't stay here. You're 18. You're an adult. Get out. I stood there, frozen. I looked at my mom, the woman who raised me, the woman I made Mother's Day cards for, and she just sipped her wine. She looked at me with this cold, detached stare and said, "You're a reminder of a mistake. We've done our legal duty. We kept you alive until you were legal. Now, go." They had 4 other kids, my older siblings. They all got the college fund. They all got the cars. They all got the luxury condos to start their lives. Me? I got a trash bag for my clothes and the door slammed in my face. I spent that first night shivering on a park bench trying to process that my entire identity was a lie. I was homeless. I was broke. And the people who were supposed to love me had just erased me like a smudge on a window. Let me tell you, the next 2 years were hell on earth. I was working 3 jobs, sleeping on couches, skipping meals just to save $5. But then an angel appeared. My childhood best friend's parents, let's call them the Millers. They weren't rich. They were blue-collar, hard-working folks living in a small apartment, but when they found out I was sleeping in my car, they dragged me into their home. Mrs. Miller looked me in the eye, wiped the dirt off my face, and said, "There is always room at our table for you." Or, they took me in, they didn't ask for rent, they didn't ask for anything, they just wanted me to be safe. Because of them, I could go to community college. I worked, I saved every penny, and eventually I transferred to a top-tier university for my final 2 years. Fast forward 10 years. I am not that scared little kid anymore. I work in tech. I make serious money. I'm talking forget the price tag money. And the first thing I did when I got my big bonus, I went to the Millers. I handed them a check for $50,000 to pay off their mortgage, and I booked them a 2-week, all-expenses-paid luxury vacation to Europe. First class, 5-star hotels, the works. They cried. I cried. It was the best feeling in the world because they deserved every cent. My biological parents, I blocked them on everything the day I left. Social media, phone numbers, email, gone. They were dead to me, or so I thought. 2 weeks ago, my phone rings. It's an unknown number. Usually I ignore these, thinking it's a scammer about my car warranty, but something in my gut told me to pick up. I answer, and I hear a voice I haven't heard in a decade. It's him, the man who raised me and then threw me away. He didn't even say hello. He just cracked right into a sob story. "Your mother has cancer," he said. "She's in the hospital. It's bad. She doesn't have much time left." I stayed silent. I was literally looking at my nails, feeling absolutely nothing. He kept talking, filling the silence with this desperate, frantic energy. "She's been asking for you. She wants to see you. We made a mistake, son. We're sorry about what happened back then. Please, she's dying. Just come see her." "A mistake? A mistake? You forgot to pick up milk. That is a mistake. You don't systematically deceive a child for 18 years, promise them a future, and then throw them onto the street because of your own marital insecurity. That is not a mistake. That is malice." I took a deep breath and I let him have it. I kept my voice calm, which I think scared him more than screaming would have. "You lied to my face my entire life," I told him. "You built me up just to tear me down. You destroyed that 18-year-old boy. He's gone. You killed him, and frankly, You're all already dead to me. That part of my life is done." There was a pause, and then the mask slipped. The grieving husband act dropped, and the monster came back out. He started screaming, "You ungrateful little brat! I'm glad I didn't spend a dime on a bastard like you. You're heartless. She's your mother." "I don't have a mother," I said, "and I certainly don't have a father." I hung up and blocked the number immediately. Listen, if you are already shook by this, hit that like button right now because I haven't even gotten to the twist regarding the rest of the family. Seriously, do it now because my blood is boiling just retelling this. So I'm sitting there, adrenaline pumping, and I decide to do a little digging. I still talk to one cousin, the black sheep of the family, like me. I text her, "Is it true? Is she actually sick?" My cousin replies instantly, "Yeah, she's been in the hospital for a week since he called you. It looks bad, terminal. She's practically a skeleton." And here is where I need you guys to tell me if I'm losing my mind, because for a second, just a split second, I felt guilt. I felt that heavy, suffocating pressure in my chest. I thought, am I a monster? I am actively hurting a dying woman. I am denying her a final wish. I am the villain in her deathbed movie. But then I remembered the Millers. The Millers lived 10 minutes away from my biological parents. 10 minutes. For 10 years, my biological mother drove past the street where I was living. She knew where I was. Did she stop? No. Did she send a letter? No. Did she try to explain her side when I wasn't vulnerable and desperate? No. She waited until she was facing the Reaper to try and clear her conscience. She isn't doing this for me. She wants to see me so she can feel better before she dies. She wants to use me one last time as a spiritual sponge to soak up her guilt so she can drift off peacefully. Am I the a-hole for refusing to give her that peace? Let's see what the internet had to say, because I was torn. One comment really hit home. She threw you out and was dead to you for 10 years. She had 3,650 days to reach out. She waited until she needed something. Absolution. That is incredibly selfish. You have mourned your family already. Don't let her snatch your peace away again. Another person said, "Petty me would visit her just long enough to lean in close and whisper, 'Enjoy hell,' and then walk out." Honestly, I felt that in my soul. But the general consensus was clear. You don't owe abusers closure. Her guilt is hers to carry into the grave. But wait, because if you think that was messy, let me tell you about another situation that is unfolding right now, and this one involves a Cinderella story gone horribly wrong. This next story is about a girl. Let's call her Maya. Maya is 17, and she is living in a house of horrors. Her mom is a piece of work. Maya is the oldest, born when her mom was just a teenager. Her bio dad is out of the picture, never knew him. When Maya was 1, her mom met a new guy. They had a daughter, Grace. They broke up, got back together, got married, and had 2 more girls, Arya and Alexis. So, here is the dynamic. You have the 3 golden children, the daughters of the husband, and then you have Maya, the mistake, the outcast. Maya says her mom never treated her the same. It was like she resented Maya for not being the husband's kid. And the husband? He just ignored her. Straight up acted like she was invisible furniture. Imagine this. Mom is planning a fun Saturday. She packs up the 3 younger sisters and takes them to the movies and for ice cream. Does she take Maya? No. She drops Maya off at a random neighbor's house or just leaves her at a party for hours after it ends because she's busy with her real family. Christmas comes around. The 3 sisters get iPads, designer clothes, heaps of toys. Maya? She gets socks. Maybe a sweater her mom found on a clearance rack. Her mom actually said to her face, "These are things you need, so I'm killing 2 birds with 1 stone." It gets worse. The husband died recently. You'd think grief would bring them together? No. It made the mom a monster. She started yelling at Maya just for existing. Maya would walk into the kitchen to get water, and her mom would fly into a rage, screaming that she was in the way. Maya started babysitting just to get out of the house and make her own money. And what did the mom do? She got mad that Maya had cash and wasn't spending it on her sisters. Can you believe that? The entitlement. It reached a boiling point last week. Maya has been working a part-time job for a year, saving every dime to escape when she turns 18. Her mom comes in, whining. "Your sisters deserve a nice Christmas this year," the mom says, putting on her best victim face. "It's been so hard without their dad. I want to give them a pamper day. Spa treatments, nails, the works, and I need you to help me pay for it and help me decorate the house." Maya looked at this woman who has slapped her, neglected her, and treated her like a servant, and she finally snapped. Maya said, "I'm not helping you, ever. In fact, you better hope my sisters take care of you when you get old or sick, because I won't lift a finger for you." The mom lost it. She picked up a vase and smashed it against the wall. She screamed, "How dare you speak such disrespect to your own mother?" Maya stood her ground. She told her, "I don't have a family here. I never was your family. Make sure you're subscribed, because the update I'm about to drop on this one is going to make you scream." The internet rallied around Maya hard. They told her, "Get out, lock down your credit, check your birth certificate. These people will steal your identity the second you turn 18 to pay for their lifestyle." One savvy user gave the best advice. "Don't tell them your plans. Stop threatening them. Just move in silence. The day you turn 18, vanish. Ghost them. Let them realize they're screwed when they're sitting in a nursing home waiting for a visit that will never come. It breaks my heart. Why do people have kids just to traumatize them? If you can't love all your children equally, don't have them. Period." Now, let's switch gears to a courtroom drama that is honestly making my blood boil. This isn't just about bad parenting. This is about the legal system failing a grieving child. This story is about a 17-year-old guy. Let's call him Sam. Sam's parents split when he was 2. His mom raised him. His dad, a deadbeat, moved hours away, never visited, never called. Sam grew up thinking his dad was just absent, but then tragedy struck. Sam's mom got sick and passed away from a stroke. Sam is 17. He's grieving. He just lost his world. He wants to live with his grandparents or his aunt, people who actually know him and love him. But no, the state steps in. Social workers contact the deadbeat dad. Turns out this dad owes $15,000 in back child support. He is a financial mess. But suddenly, when he hears he can get custody and probably stop paying that debt, he raises his hand. "I'll take him." The judge, who clearly needs to be fired, rules in favor of the dad. He tells Sam, "It'll be good for you to have a shot at a father figure. Make it work until you're 18. Excuse me, a shot at a father figure. The man is a stranger who owes 5 figures in support. So Sam is forced to move in with his dad and the dad's new wife. The new wife has a 6-year-old son and is pregnant with another, and she is living in La La Land. From day one, she is pushing this happy family narrative. "You'll fit right in. We'll be a family in no time." Sam is not having it. He refuses to eat with them. He refuses to play big brother to her kid. He refuses to call them mom or dad. He calls them by their first names. He spends all his time out of the house or locked in his room. The stepmom is losing her mind. She's 6 months pregnant, hormones raging, and she cannot handle that Sam won't play along with her fantasy. She threatens to call the judge. She threatens CPS. Finally, they sit him down for an intervention. The dad and stepmom look at him with these sad puppy dog eyes. "We just want you to try," the stepmom pleads. "We're trying so hard. Why won't you just be part of the family? Think of the innocent kids." Sam looked at them, cold as ice, and delivered the line of the century. "I won't. I don't care if it hurts your feelings. I am here against my will. If you're so hurt, send me back to my real family." The stepmom exploded. "What is wrong with you? Do you have no compassion?" "No," Sam said. "Not for my kidnappers." Boom. People in the comments were cheering for Sam. They pointed out the obvious. The dad doesn't want a son. He wants to avoid paying that $15K debt to the estate. And the stepmom? She wants a free babysitter. The best advice given to Sam was this: "Keep doing what you're doing. You are 17. The clock is ticking. The second you turn 18, sue your father for that $15,000 on behalf of your mother's estate. Hit him where it hurts, his wallet." It's truly sick how some adults view children as props for their own lives rather than human beings with trauma and feelings. We have time for one last quick update, and this one is a victory lap for anyone who has a stepdad who stepped up when the bio dad stepped out. This lady, 36 years old now, wrote in about her bio dad. This guy cheated on her mom when she was 3. Mom kicked him out, queen behavior. Enter the stepdad when she was 5. This man raised her, he loved her, he tried to adopt her, but the bio dad, being the petty loser he is, kept skipping the court dates just to block it. So the girl grows up calling her stepdad Dad. He earned the title. Bio dad? He pops up on Facebook every few years like a bad penny, sends a hey, gets ignored. Recently, bio dad got cancer. He went into remission, and apparently, the near-death experience gave him a change of heart. He reaches out again, begging for a relationship. She finally replied, and she didn't mince words. She wrote, "You had no interest in me when I was growing up. You didn't help feed me. You didn't clothe me. You are a stranger. My stepdad is my father. He is the model of a man. I have no interest in you. Do not contact me again." And what did Biodad do? Did he reflect? Did he apologize? No, he called her a selfish traitor to her own blood. Honey, blood doesn't make you a father. Changing diapers, packing lunches, drying tears, and showing up, that makes you a father. This woman changed her last name to her stepdad's the day she turned 18. That says everything you need to know. It is always the ones who did the least who demand the most respect, isn't it? So I have to ask you guys a question regarding that very first story, the millionaire mom dying of cancer. If you were in his shoes, if your parents kicked you out, let you starve, and ignored you for a decade, would you go to the deathbed? Would you give them that final moment of peace? Or would you let them leave this world knowing exactly how badly they failed? Let me know in the comments. I read every single one. Stay petty, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.